Have you ever wondered about the history of the Comoros Islands? Tucked between the eastern coast of Africa and the northwestern tip of Madagascar, the Comoros archipelago is a hidden gem of the Indian Ocean. It's a paradise of pristine beaches, lush mountains, and vibrant coral reefs. But there's more to Comoros than its natural beauty. This island nation holds a rich tapestry of history and culture that weaves together centuries of exploration, trade, and migration. Our journey begins thousands of years ago, with the Austronesians, seafaring people from Southeast Asia who were among the first to discover these unspoiled islands. They brought with them their knowledge of farming and fishing, shaping the early agricultural landscape with crops like bananas, taro, and sugarcane. Not long after, around the 1st century, the Bantu people arrived from the African mainland. They introduced new techniques for farming and ironworking, and their influence can still be seen today in the Comorian language, which is part of the Bantu language family. But the islands did not remain isolated for long. Over the centuries, they became a hub for trade and navigation, attracting merchants from across the Indian Ocean. Arabian traders brought Islam, which became deeply ingrained in the island's culture and society. Through these waves of migration and exchange, the Comoros developed into a unique melting pot of African, Arabic, and Austronesian cultures. Each group left its mark, shaping the island's customs, architecture, and cuisine in fascinating ways. Today, traces of these early settlers can be found everywhere, from the bustling marketplaces selling spices and hand-woven textiles, to the ancient ruins that dot the landscape, whispering tales of a vibrant past. Each island holds its own secrets, waiting to be discovered. So, our journey through the history of the Comoros Islands begins with the early settlers, the Austronesians and Bantu people. As we delve deeper into Comoros' past in the coming scenes, we'll uncover the layers of this intriguing history, revealing how these islands evolved from a remote outpost of early explorers to the vibrant multicultural nation we see today. As centuries passed, the Comoros Islands became a thriving hub of trade and culture. In the period spanning from the 9th to the 15th century, the Comoros emerged as a vital link in the East African trade route. Nestled strategically in the Indian Ocean, between the African mainland and the island of Madagascar, the archipelago was perfectly positioned for traders who journeyed across the seas from as far as Persia, Arabia, and even India. They brought with them an array of goods, including fine silks, intricate pottery, and precious metals, which they exchanged for the Comoros' richness of spices, turtles, and aromatic ylang-ylang. This vibrant trade network, a lifeblood of the islands, not only bolstered the local economy but also ingrained a rich tapestry of cultural influences into the very fabric of Comorian society. Around the same time, another transformative wave was sweeping across the islands: the advent of Islam. Introduced by Arab traders and scholars, the Islamic faith gradually took root in the Comorian soil. Mosques began to dot the landscape, the call to prayer echoed in the air, and the Islamic lunar calendar started to dictate the rhythm of life. The Comoros' conversion to Islam was not merely religious, but also political. It heralded the establishment of sultanates across the islands. These Islamic monarchies, guided by the principles of the Sharia, wielded significant power and influence. The sultans, as both spiritual and temporal leaders, played a crucial role in shaping the Comoros' destiny, leaving an indelible imprint on its history. So, from the bustling bazaars brimming with exotic goods to the serene mosques offering solace to the faithful, the Comoros of this era was a fascinating blend of trade and religion, a vibrant confluence of diverse cultures and traditions. The Comoros Islands, with their strategic location, became a melting pot of cultures and religions. The winds of change were blowing over the Indian Ocean, bringing with them a wave of European explorers and colonizers. As the 15th century dawned, the Portuguese, led by the legendary Vasco da Gama, were the first Europeans to set eyes on the Comoros. These skilled navigators were seeking a sea route to India, and the Comoros offered a strategic stopover on this challenging journey. However, it wasn't the Portuguese who would leave the most significant imprint on the islands. That dubious honor would go to the French, who arrived in the 18th century. In 1841, the chief of Moheli Island, the smallest of the Comoros, signed a treaty with the French, effectively making the island a French protectorate. This was the beginning of a slow but steady process of colonization that would eventually encompass all the islands of the Comoros. The French colonizers brought with them their language, their administrative structures, and their economic ambitions. They established plantations, harvesting vanilla, ylang-ylang, and other valuable crops. This brought wealth to the French settlers, but for the Comorian people, it often meant exploitation and hardship. The French also imposed their political structures on the islands. The sultanates, which had previously governed the Comoros, were gradually stripped of their power. In their place, the French established a colonial administration that controlled every aspect of life in the Comoros, from education and healthcare to law and order. But the French influence wasn't all negative. The French language became a unifying factor among the diverse Comorian people, helping to forge a strong national identity. French educational and healthcare systems, despite being designed to serve the colonizers, also brought some benefits to the local population. The colonization of the Comoros by the French was a complex, often painful process. It brought significant changes to the island's political, social, and economic structures, but it also left a lasting legacy that helped to shape the Comoros into what they are today. As we peel back the layers of history, we begin to understand the deep and enduring impact of this period on the islands and their people. The French left an indelible mark on the Comoros, shaping the islands into what we know today. The winds of change blew once again over the Comoros, this time heralding the dawn of independence. By the mid-20th century, the whispers of liberation had grown into a resounding call heard across all Comorian islands. The struggle was on. In the early 1960s, the political landscape of Comoros underwent a seismic shift. The islands, steeped in a rich blend of African, Arabic, and French cultures, found their voice in the form of freedom fighters. Leaders such as Said Mohammed Cheikh championed the cause of self-governance, sparking a flame of resistance against colonial rule. As the decade progressed, the flames of rebellion grew stronger. The islands were caught in the grip of political turmoil. Protests, strikes, and civil unrest became the order of the day. The Comorians were determined to shake off the shackles of colonial rule, to stand as a free and independent nation. The year 1974 brought a defining moment. A referendum was held, and the people of Comoros voted overwhelmingly in favor of independence. Their collective voice echoed across the Indian Ocean, a testament to their indomitable spirit. But not all islands joined in this chorus. The island of Mayotte chose to remain under French administration, a decision that still stands today. Finally, on the 6th of July 1975, the Comoros declared its independence from France. It was a momentous day, a triumph of the human spirit over adversity. The struggle had been long and fraught with challenges, but the Comorians had stood firm, united in their quest for sovereignty. However, independence was just the beginning. The road ahead was fraught with political instability, economic challenges, and the daunting task of nation-building. But the Comorians, resilient as ever, were ready to face these challenges head-on. The struggle was long and hard, but the Comoros emerged as a sovereign nation ready to carve out its own destiny. Today, the Comoros stands as a testament to its rich history and resilient spirit. Nestled in the Indian Ocean, this archipelago is a vibrant blend of African, Arabian, and French influences, creating a unique cultural tapestry that is truly Comorian. In the face of modern challenges, the Comoros shows remarkable resilience. While grappling with economic difficulties and political instability, the nation continues to seek sustainable development and democratic progress. It's an ongoing journey marked by both trials and triumphs. Yet, amidst these challenges, the Comoros shines brightly. Its culture, a captivating fusion of traditions, resonates in the rhythm of the Tuareg music, the grace of the Shigoma dance, and the flavors of the local cuisine, where vanilla and ylang-ylang blend with seafood and spices. The Comoros is also a haven of biodiversity, boasting a wealth of endemic species. From the ancient coelacanth fish, a living fossil of the deep sea, to the Livingstone's fruit bat, the world's largest bat, the islands are a testament to the wonders of evolution. Conservation efforts are in place to protect these unique creatures and their habitats, reflecting the Comorians' respect for their natural environment. The warmth of the Comorian people is as inviting as the island's sun-soaked beaches. Their spirit of hospitality, or ukarimu, is deeply ingrained in their society, making visitors feel right at home. Despite the hurdles they face, Comorians are hopeful and hardworking, continuously striving to improve their lot and build a brighter future. The Comoros, once a crossroads of civilizations, is now a vibrant nation, crafting its own path. Its story is one of resilience and hope, a testament to the enduring spirit of its people and their aspirations for a better tomorrow. The Comoros, a gem in the Indian Ocean, continues to write its history one day at a time.